Welcome to the Isle of Scale, 47. Miranda Jameson has been sighted on the island, but her exact whereabouts are unknown. We do know she's not carrying her notebook around with her, so look out for both. Happy hunting.
Command? You read me! Hey, found someone. Unconscious.
Mikhail, fill me in. So the transcripts are real. Janus really did call the estate in Romania? Could the signal have been faked or... Some... Damn...
one last. Go for it. And we convinced him to go into a secret passage we discovered. Never saw him.
Looking sharp tonight.
My parents had to get a new au pair, and I never got to LARP again.
Oh dear, that must have been terrible for you.
It was. All that chainmail.
Hello.
The point of it. DNA doesn't have your life experiences or anything like that down in code. What good is cloning? So we produce the things that really matter.
My question is, why is it only replication? Why not enhancement? You want to get funding for this project from its bodily and cognitive enhancement.
But Fallout?
Evening.
I'm not talking about major cities. Think fault lines here. Geological bullseye.
You gotta be Hey! Don't get away! Hey, I need some help over here.
Get out of our way, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
No! Command, please acknowledge. Come in, command. Someone real dead I need backup.
Come in, command!
We need more men now.
Darling, no need to stand around this summer. I'm certain they'll be done with the final piece.
That is Miranda Jameson, art price fixer, thief, and responsible for at least 3 artist suicides.
I just want to make sure it makes it all the way to the case. You know how badly Sophia wants it.
Well, perhaps I can distract you with something soon. I've got a little present for you being wrapped up as... we speak.
A present? From me? What are you up to, Miranda?
Nothing at all, darling. Just making friends happy, expanding my social circles a little.
Aha, so that's the plan. All right, Miranda.
Right away! Prepare!
Mission with a weapon. Stay low.
Son of a bitch!
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. A famous private Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Can I do anything for you?
Yes,
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I've... It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office. This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47?
Gentlemen, gave me his coat and all.
In my face, mister. Please, behave. Yes. Did you get that bird shit off the front screen of my car then?
I did, sir.
You sure about that? Maybe they'll make up.
Looking good today, sir.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough.
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whit?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may... be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Yes. Sorry, man, but you're just making me feel a little uncomfortable now. Okay? Yes, actually, could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shithole. I said speed up time, not my passing. Oh, just go away, will you? How very kind of you, dear Mr. Fernsby. I hope to see you soon. Creepy little git.
Greetings, sir.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
I'm gonna hang up.
Let's talk when you've calmed the fuck down.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll...
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it. Just remembered, I went for a stroll behind the greenhouse last night. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can...
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff were all the company he had. If that's all?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Can't you just relax for a minute?
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Sir, back off. Understand?
My legs are really weird. I need you, Cassie. I'm sorry. I know. I'll hang up. Not supposed to do this.
This whole situation isn't normal. How do you think it affects Patrick? He must be so confused. I don't like how Alexa's way of running things impacts our son.
Patrick, his only concern right now is boredom. He's too young to appreciate the spectacle of Mother screwing up.
He's worried about something.
A mother knows.
Hello, sir.
I received a full token for the Milton Fitzpatrick number. Did I understand correctly? I think it was death application.
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
What? The IP is down.
When she realizes things don't
Sir,
go
the Sierra 6 reporting in. Please, there's a hard-ass criminal out there. We need to apprehend him.
She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved.
Up you go. Man up, okay?
Hopefully she'll never have to get involved.
You need to clear this area. Move towards the gate.
Yes, okay. Find out what that was.
Understood.
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners and last one to be alive.
Right.
You faced great obstacles.
Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Whitmer, you found proof of what happened to my brother?
No, not yet.
Go and see Fernsby when you do. For centuries, the Carlyles have fought to prosper, all of us alone.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Okay, stay put.
How are you?
Well?
Well?
Well, what did you find? Really don't have a... I'm talking about that weasel Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
Forrest. Years to put in place.
Could be. Bloody well be the one to clean up his own stuff. I don't know what you said. Please. Continue your efforts.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
You can't get away. Find it. No visual.
What the hell is that?
I see him! Roger that.
Nothing tangible yet. Still looking.
We lost him. Damn. Echo Foxtrot to November Zulu, over. That's enough.
Huh?
Whoa! Last man? Okay. Last one, make a... and load. Requesting backup.
Nothing at my position.
C2, I've arrived at location. It looks clear. Over. Take office.
All right, stay put. I'll take a look. This doesn't look right. Damn.
So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole? A girl like you belongs in clubs in London. I bet you're a great...
Huh?
Yeah, whatever, I got it. See what that was. Checkpoint.
No worries.
The arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay? It's the birds.
They're making a racket, droppings everywhere. The Undertaker wants them gone before he'll see Madame Carlyle.
It's in a right state. So unless you want to take on the birds, I suggest you stay clear of him.
Oh, no, my aim's horrible. Safer for everyone if I just wait here till he says he's ready for Madame.
Oh, God. Whoa.
So who are you?
I need to know if you signed some sort of non-disclosure agreement. I mean, how does Madame Carlyle make absolutely sure you and your little friends don't go running your mouths off at the local pub tonight?
No one crosses Madame Carlyle. You can be sure of that.
They're impossible to hit, devious bastards. Hey, what the? Whoa! That's just evil. Please help! Oh my God! Civilian down! Civilian down! You want to die,
He's shooting civilians.
everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
Shit!
Right over there! Please help me. Hello? I think something bad is happening. Come on. Good job. We have no visual on Tango.
This is really fucking serious.
I got him! Right there! He's lighted! Switch to singles and shoot one side. Yeah, got him! Well done, Christian.